Greetings from the Bel Canto Youth Chorus. Our choristers are passionate about making music together. They were so excited about their winter concert and the new music they were learning for the spring. Then COVID hit and the world came to a grinding halt. I wanted to share with you how we have navigated these very challenging past 6 months. To ensure our Bel Canto choristers had an opportunity to share some of the music they had worked so hard to prepare, we created a virtual event that included songs performed by each chorus, two songs performed by Craig Thatcher with the choristers singing backup, a very much appreciated funding challenge from board member Jennifer O'Donnell and her husband John, and fun thank yous from the entire Bach choir staff that included their pets. Our Choral Village program pivoted to respond to young people's current and pressing needs and provide a creative outlet to express themselves in a world turned upside down. And we had to move to the virtual environment. Along with the key components of singing, dialogue, and drumming, we added vocal improvisation, body percussion, composition, musical exploration, and creative expression. We focused on high school students, and since we were virtual, we were able to include students from Virginia and Philadelphia, as well as locally from Nazareth and Bethlehem. Over the week, we developed a surprisingly strong and supportive community. Each participant produced a creative project that expressed their feelings about the current situation. These varied from poetry to original musical compositions, improvisation to performance. We were all so incredibly impressed by their creativity and expressivity and willingness to open themselves to all of us as they shared their projects on the final day. Our summer August camp also had to be reimagined this year. Inspired by a video of four teenage siblings singing an a cappella arrangement of the Cynthia Erivo song Stand Up, sung in the closing credits of the movie Harriet Tubman, we looked into the story of Harriet Tubman and our local connections to the Underground Railroad. We reached out to the Choir School of Delaware in Wilmington to partner with us. Arian Harley Emerson, the director of the school, was immediately excited about a joint educational summer offering focusing on the story of Harriet Tubman. Teaching on Zoom with singers and teachers from both ensembles, the students learned music theory and reading skills, a rap about Tubman's mission, and the arrangement of the song Stand Up. This educational collaboration connected choristers from very different backgrounds. To fill out our week, our Bel Canto choristers had morning rehearsals in person, outdoors, and following strict protocols, where we did additional work on vocal technique and the stand-up song. We're looking forward to the time when we might be able to perform with our friends from Delaware in person. The work at our summer camp formed the basis for this year's curricular focus, including music from the African American tradition, inspired by this musical tradition, or written by African American composers. Like Bach, so much of this music has storytelling and faith central to the musical expression. Greg Funfkeld has agreed to explore with the choristers these same ideas as found in Bach's St. Matthew Passion, which we will be singing at the 113th Bach Festival. We're excited to learn about the shared musical connections between these very different musical traditions. Launching the year has not been without complications, however. Many school districts waited as long as possible to make reopening decisions, with some altering plans in response to changing conditions. As a result, some parents have been reluctant to commit to anything beyond school for their children. Youth choirs across the country, large and small, have taken an enormous hit. Recruitment has been particularly tough for everyone. While our numbers are not large, our retention has been good in general. Several families in both the concert choir and the younger choirs are opting to wait until more normal singing together can take place in person, hopefully in the spring semester. Interestingly, the choristers in our prep intermediate choir who were most excited to keep singing were all the boys. So for this fall semester, we have renamed them the Knabenchor, German for boy choir. We're currently making a big push to identify more boys who might like to join us. Weather permitting, we're rehearsing outdoors on the upstairs porch of Heckewelder and following strict protocols. We'll pivot to virtual rehearsing when the weather turns cooler. Our plans moving forward are to continue to recruit for the Knabenchor through the beginning of October, maintain weekly rehearsal schedule in person or virtually as conditions allow, record concert choir performing a song that will be part of the Bach Choir's virtual Christmas concert, and record additional songs for both the concert choir and the Knabenchor for our own winter concert watch party. Decisions about the spring semester will be made in late November based on COVID conditions at the time. We'll be recruiting more heavily for the spring term, hoping that families will have had the fall semester to adjust to school schedules in the COVID world. We're also seeking out those students who have newly opted to homeschool. Thank you, as always, for your continued support.